Hi, welcome to the Stockinit Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Janitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And this is our last episode in double digits.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I remember when my mom made a big deal about the last time that I was in single digits for age.
Yes.
Because that's a milestone.
Yeah.
I mean, you stay in those single digits for a while. Or
Yes,
the double
do.
digits for a while, sorry.
Yes.
So, things going well?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been a whirlwind of,
Yes, we've got lots going on.
yeah. We might need to just get into it.
So, you heard that we have 100 episode celebration coming up next week, where we will be drawing for Jeanette of Sun Valley Fibers, who is also the sponsor of this current KAL that we're doing, knit along that we're doing, has 3 prizes that she'll be sending out of your choice from her shop, which is extremely generous.
Yes.
And it's very exciting as well. And I'm really enjoying that thread.
Yes.
Amy and I kind of lamented that it was good that we decided that, not to make it about us, and it's fun to read.
Yeah, it's really fun to read what everybody celebrates and how they celebrate.
And I just love how heartfelt everything is. Everybody's really excited about their traditions and loves them, and I don't know, it's kind of a feel-good thread. I'm all about the feel-good threads. Like, if I can go someplace and be like, oh, then it's good. It's a good thing for me.
Yep.
If you can get your kicks by looking at Ravelry forums, then why not? We also have a Sun Valley Fiber KAL going on in last month, which was September, and it is now October. As I was surprised by last week. Now it just feels like it's been October for a while now.
October 2nd.
Just, I'm old hat at it being October now. I met my September deadline, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and away we go. So yeah, we'll show it and enabling, but we've got a new prize for that coming up. So that's exciting. What else do I have on my little listy-loo? You want to get right into the prizes?
Yes.
Let's do this.
We have a huge list, and if it seems like we're going really fast, it's because it's kind of late.
We did a lot of talking before we did we had a lot of drawings to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of threads to close and look at, and
yep.
So it is October. I don't know if you've heard me mention that. And so for the self-straping this month, I'm giving away the fabulous fishnets in the Witch colorway that I bought recently from her shop, very reasonably priced. And I have, although I don't have it with me, I took it. My daughter has swimmer's ear.
Oh no!
Yeah, who knew? She has swim lessons, and but yeah, took him to the doctor's office and sat there and played around with mine, which is Eye of Newt, I believe, or Newt's Eye.
Okay.
For a while, and then just ripped it out after I was done with the appointment because I didn't like what the pattern was doing, and it was on the toe, so I'll just probably cast on a generic toe.
Okay.
Instead of what I was doing with the toe, but this is the prize. I digress into me. And it was from 2 to 1,225, and the winner was 489. It was an April entry, and it was her first time knitting self-stripey socks, and first time two at a time. I don't remember if it said toe up. And it is Zygophophys. And I did indeed Google that because I have a curious mind, and it has something to do with vertebrae, processes between vertebrae. Zygophophys, 489. You are the proud owner of this, and if you could contact me, I will be shipping it to you. Might have some stitch markers from leftover that will be heading in there with that as well. We also had because we're doing a KAL in October.
Which is now.
If you have not heard, with the the little fingering weight stuffies.
Yes. So we base the giveaway around 50 yards of fun, but the patterns for the KL could be any pattern. It just has to be a plushie, you know, something like a stuffed little animal monster, something made out of fingering weight yarn. And then I want to add that the rules are you can enter as many times as you want, but only for unique patterns.
Okay.
So if you do a lot of the same pattern, 1 entry. But if you wanted to like do one of this pattern, one of that pattern, one of this pattern, as many as you like, to enter into that. But I don't know that the prizes are going to beat what we're giving away right now. So take that as you will.
Yeah, there's also I plan on doing the noodle, and there's also a Fuji Fight Like a Girl KL for noodle, because if you buy noodle between now and I don't remember the exact dates, Susan Claudino will be donating $2 from the pattern to the Fuji Fight Like a Girl cause. So if you care to join me, I believe the tag on Instagram is Fuji Noodle KL. I thought it was fun. I'm thinking of an apple noodle. Because Fuji is an apple. Anyway, but we have a lot of wonderful prizes. We've got a digital copy of 50 Yards of Fun. We've got 2 mini skein packs from Sun Valley Fibers. And if it's a drinking game, you might be drunk by now. Counting Sun Valley Fibers. She was very generous with her giveaways and fabulous. And I said a lot of things last week about missuses, about good old Jeanette. Old, not old. What else? We've got, and then we failed to mention, and it's not from 50 Yards of Fun, but Scott Busby contacted us, and very generously, he's got a Kraken giant squid pattern that he wanted to give away. And so we've got that as well. So there will be, if you counted on your one hand, that would be 2, 1, 4. 4 prizes. I think maybe this is how my son does it. Anyway, yeah, we gotta get going. So we had 2 through 210 entries, and for
the pattern book goes to
this pattern book goes to
84,
who is Raspberry Cat Girl. Raspberry Cat Girl, please contact
me.
Amy. Amy will gift it. Doesn't matter, it's coming from the same place, but you can do it. And then for the Sun Valley Fiber ones, we can give your name to Jeanette. So please contact us, and then we can forward on to Jeanette, and then we can all be in contact. Yeah. So if you want to contact me on those 2, we've got number 13 and number 191. So Grandma Lissa Knits is number 13. Congratulations, you are a winner of that mini skein bundle. And 191 is Kirby Bird. Congratulations, you are the winner of that. And last but certainly not least, we have 136, who is for the Kraken, which is Lupin Owns Jacob. And Amy got it. I didn't get it. I was like, I know who Lupin is, but Jacob, come on. Who's that? Is that somebody she knows? Or so Amy got the reference. She's smarter than I. And you can contact me on that one as well, and I can put you in contact with Scott, or tell Scott and he can update you or gift it to you. And yeah, go check out all of those patterns. 50 Yards of Fun is, well, fun. And the Kraken is fun as well. And
the Kraken pattern was really reasonable. It was $1.50, I think, out there. So
yes,
certainly go click on the link you lose.
Yeah, and very real to life. Like
lots of detail.
Yes, lots of detail on it. So yeah, we had the self stripey. We had the 50 Yards of Fun, 100 episode extravaganza coming up next week. Sun Valley Fibers. Yep, I think I covered it all. That's a lot of writing on here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Administrati taking over our podcast.
Feels like it, but we did pretty good.
Yeah. Tightened it up. Sucked it out. Yes.
But of course it didn't leave us much time for chatting, but I can't remember anything that my family did. I really can't.
We had the swimmer's ear.
Oh, I could tell you that my son, Boo-hoo, came home and he was going to get downgraded from his reading group that he was in unless he read Charlotte's Web and reported back to his teacher. And he was very sad about it. He just thought that this was the end of the world. Not really crying, just like kind of blue about the idea of moving down. And I'm like, well, what kind of friends do you have in that group? Who's in it? And he's like, oh, nobody's in it with me. So he's the only one in that reading group. And I'm like, oh. So what is that reading group? And he gave it a color. I'm like, orange or something. I'm like, okay, I have no idea what that means. He said that that's a 5th grade level. And he's in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, child.
Yeah.
This is not a problem.
So he didn't want to read the book, or?
No, he was just, he had to have a sit down. That he really wasn't at level orange because he didn't know the definitions to 2 words that they had went over, and that he might have to move down a reading level. Like, maybe we moved you to orange too quickly. And
I feel like I just learned something about my own daughter's education because she is reading Charlotte's Web for school as well.
Okay.
So I had no idea. I guess I hadn't. She was talking my ear off at the doctor's appointment. It's like she's not used to having, like, me without 2 little boys running around and hitting each other and me having to stop in the middle of what she's saying and say, like, Dexter, quit hitting brother! Like, unencumbered mommy attention. Zing! And then today at school we learned about, and then we had to make an hypothesis, and it was just like, wow, this is the most Ellie has talked to me in a really long time. So I guess she had to get sick. Had to get that swimmer's ear.
Yeah, so I just thought that was kind of like, oh, child.
Yeah.
Of all the things to be bummed about.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first I thought, oh, wow, this must be a big deal. Maybe he's not going to be able to have the same group of people that it's just the title. It's just the title and the idea that he'd be moving down, and not up. Yeah. But I just said, hey, she's giving you a second chance. So you just need to read that book and remember it really well so that you can report back to her about its contents in detail. And you will go ahead and move forward. Because the boy is lightning fast. He reads faster than I ever could. So there must be something about his, just the way that he processes information. Because seriously, we're reading to him, and then he goes on and reads the rest by himself. And one day he brought down a book and he said, oh, I'm done with this one. And I'm like, we were only halfway done when we were reading it to you, and you went all the way through the rest of it in, half the time. And I thought, oh, for sure he's skimming it or something. But you ask him questions, he gets a lot of detail into his answers. So, I don't know. We are not gifted in all ways, just the reading.
Ellie really likes math.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm bragging, and I gotta, like, tamp down the, like,
I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm not bragging about my daughter either. I just love her dearly. So yes. I guess as a mother, that is my prerogative to.
This is true. This is true.
Do you have any FOs, my lady?
Very few. And they're not going to seem all that radical. So I have another square. So I brought the purple one from last week just to show. Okay, and now I have another green one. So I have 6 total now.
Out of
I don't know how many.
Okay. Excellent.
I think 35 was the biggest blanket that I saw somebody complete out there, 35 squares. And there was a lot of them done at 24 squares. So somewhere between one and the other, I will get it done. I realized I was doing the wrong cast on in the middle, though, when I was doing my little research. There's a special cast on that people are doing, but I will just sew in the end and tighten it up, and hopefully it'll look like everybody else's. I'm not worried about it.
Design feature.
Yeah.
As long as they all look that way, right?
All mine, yeah.
And that's by Tin Can Knits.
Yes, this is the Vivid Tin Can Knits in Dancing Dog Dye Works in her semi-solids. I would say they're very semi-solid. Tonal, maybe that's more the right word.
I think tonal means there's more shift. I guess to me a semi-solid is
almost solid.
Almost solid.
So there we
go. By definition.
Yeah. All right. You win. And then I got another one of these. I didn't do very many of these apparently. Like I was getting ready to pull them up, and I'm like, oh, I only did one this week. One. So when I pulled this in, I started another one really quick because I was like, hey, I gotta keep going. Yeah, I did the math on this. Never do the math.
Never do the math.
On small squares and which to complete large project. Never do math. I don't even know how the what's that bee quilt? Heave bee quilt. The little hexagon puffs. Hexapuffs quilt. Okay.
Beekeeper's quilt. That
one. Like, I don't even know how you do that. Those things are like this big and like
double thickness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I forgot. We went to the LYS. We went to.
Oh yeah, we went to Be Lighted
in Zumbrota, Minnesota. Zumbrota, Minnesota.
So it was 20-25 minutes north of here, and yeah, chatted with Stacy, the proprietor, and Pam or Pat.
I can't remember now because I said it the wrong way.
I'm sorry, Pam or
Pat. If I say your name wrong the first time, it's like I'm doomed to always second guess. Like, did I say that right? Or am I correcting myself? Or am I double correcting myself? And I said it in front of Amy, so.
It was a very nice shop. I bought some body butter while I was there, and we talked a little like...
And we buttered our bodies.
No.
Sorry.
We talked shop a little bit. Sounds like she is very interested in starting up another part of her business, and we are excited for her. And I found a class from somebody else, and I was so excited. Out on Instagram, somebody mentioned a class, and I'm like, oh, I bet Stacy would be all over that. So now I have to write her and tell her about this awesome idea because I want to take this class, and I'm like, oh, who can teach it? Stacy can teach it. Anyway, my other finished object, but not really, is my hoe. I got one of my I'm a Giver socks done. So hopefully Sarah is watching and she likes what she sees.
That was a hard-earned hoe.
Yes.
It's a hard-working hoe.
Yes, I finished this, and I just barely unwrapped the last of my ripped yarns.
You were almost completely
I had
done.
a whole sock. I just didn't realize it. But this is a lot stretchier, and this is going to fit a lot better. And so I'm so much happier. Yes. Very much worth it. And again, like Megan and I talk about it a lot. It's like, it doesn't bother me to rip. It really doesn't. Because you're going to be so much happier with the results. It's just that initial knowledge that you have to rip.
Well, yeah, it's the decision.
Yes.
I will sit there and contemplate and well, maybe it'll look okay. Well, and it's just once you've made the decision and you do it, then you can't go back, right? You can't go, oh no, and then have it all done already, right? I mean, it's just what's done is done. You've made the decision, and now all you can do is keep moving forward as the
Dory.
Meet the Robinsons would say.
Meet the Robinsons.
Right?
Okay, yep.
Keep moving forward. I have a pile of FOs over here, so I should quit my blathering and start talking about those.
Yes, ma'am.
I finished my Kelborn Woolens Sweet Summer Sweater Design Contest FO. I've got some really pretty pictures that I'm really proud of. I think I'm more proud of the pictures than the FO, but that's kind of circular reference because I wouldn't have the pictures if I didn't have the FO. Near the school that's across the street. It has a really pretty brickwork that I had taken a picture with. I unfortunately was not one of their top 5 that was selected as a finalist, and so the pattern's already out on Ravelry because I already had it test knit and for both children's sizes. Knitting Mommy has like 3 little girls tops knit out of them.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was reading through comments. One said, like, this is going to be picture day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, like school pictures.
Yeah, to be part of somebody's picture day.
Yeah, it looked really cute. She had like a collared, like almost business. It was more vest, right? Mm-hmm. And that's, I think that it's pretty versatile. I had a white long sleeve shirt on with this over the top of it, and my husband was just like, no. It's too white. You can see like all of you need like a gray long sleeve to go underneath that. And I was like, okay. My husband, who's not very fashion forward, thinks I look goofy. I probably shouldn't wear it. But yeah, it's pretty versatile. And I think this yarn was, if anything was gained from the whole process of going and buying the yarn and submitting this for the design contest, was that I really do think that this yarn was made to be in this pattern. Like the linen makes the stitches pop, and it's soft like a cotton. Mm-hmm. So I can't recommend it enough for this pattern. In fact, I listed it first as my recommended, and then I have the Pima silk. Yep. The Misty Alpaca. So there's that. Go check it out if you're interested. Tink Tank on Ravelry.
Yeah, the color in that seems a lot more consistent than the other one.
Yep.
As far as like a garment
goes. Yeah, and I did a little bit of the cheater change, but the overlaps weren't great.
Right, but also just, the overall, how it knits up.
Yep. So. And it's an interesting construction. I'm going back to talking about it, but you start at the back of the bodice and you work up and then you separate for sleeves and then you increase and join in the round after you finish the bodice, and then after you're done you seam up the sides. So with mine, I seamed them up pretty high so that I could get the emphasis on the right syllables here. I don't know, it makes me feel / look bustier than I really am when I'm wearing it. So I kind of like that about it. But if you didn't seam the sides up as high, then there would be less tautness across the tautness across hotness across the area, and it would be a looser fit. So, and you can also knit it with a lot less negative ease, or a lot more ease. Yes. This is my ingot by Lisa Much in the Fiber Fangirl. I don't think it had a colorway. It was her BFL. And I did not get the full, I just got to the point where I was like, this feels like it's long enough. I don't need it to be the full whatever the last measurement was. Okay. So I have less of this open mesh work at the bottom. But when it's on me, it sits pretty low. So I added a couple of inches of width to it.
I didn't need to.
I didn't. It's a little gapey, but I could see like taking one of my jewel enclosures and like
there you go,
doing something with it,
making it a little fancier.
I can also be a Girl Scout or Miss America, Miss Knitting America. I just need to like put some letters across here.
Looks more like Scottish Highlands. Like they have.
There's lots of things that you can do with it, and with at this width, you had some troubles last week, but like,
super warm.
Mm-hmm.
Stylish.
Amy's like, yeah, stylish. Amy, maybe I should have just kept my outfit on and had you validate my husband's assessment.
I almost agree without even seeing it that I like a light gray under that color.
Yeah.
So, I think that he's right.
I think a broken clock is right twice a day. That's all I gotta say about that.
For him, not me.
Yeah. No, you would have been an apt assessment. And then I finished this up, and you guys didn't even get to see me have it on the needles.
It's so small.
I know, it's a baby knit. It's not for me, Amy.
I know, but it's a dress.
Yes.
So how cute and little will the thing in it be? Oh, the baby. I want to cling to baby.
So this is the Clara dress, and there's quite a few Claras out there, but I think it's the only one that's a baby one. Maybe it's not. But it's out of pashmina, so I had to do a lot of... The original was made for like a really light fingering, and pashmina, Madeline Tosh pashmina, is a sport. So I did a lot of designing on this, like not designing, but like redoing the numbers and getting the gauge, and I really like how it turned out. I changed, this had eyelets, but this is again me and my symmetry, and so they came up to here, and then they reduced to a single eyelet up. And I didn't like that. I mean, because it was two eyelets converging, so I just turned it into a pearl bridge, which I like. And then what other changes did I make? I did the same up here. So the leaves had like a funky little not double eyelet, and I just turned it into a pearl ridge. But yes, this is a 6 to 12 month size. I think that our sizing is just as far as not, I think it would fit a wee baby, but I think it could also fit as like a shirt on a toddler. I was really cognizant of the neck length, because I know sometimes you can neck out a thing without with the head being too big. And this has not yet been blocked. And then at the end, I just, it called for a crochet chain, and I just left the last stitch that I bound off, picked up 2 stitches, made an I-cord, and then picked up 3 stitches and Kitchenered it to itself. So I just have to pick out a button, which I say funny when I say it on air, button, and away it will go to its intended recipient.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the green.
Yeah, it's cute.
Wee baby. And that's it.
Okay.
Slacker.
I know.
Slacker. But what I have in FOs, I will make up for in lack of whips.
Okay.
So.
I really don't have that much going on. I was debating on whether to show something or not, because I'm in a couple secret swaps right now, and it's like, well, they don't know it's me, or they might have an idea that it's me, and if I show it to you, then they're kind of spoiled, because then they will have seen the item before it gets to them. Anyway, so I'm refraining. They're going to be mailed out soonly anyway. So, no toys, because that's what they are. So that's a little bit of a spoiler for the person, but you can't see what they are. And then I'm working on my second sock. And I have a toe and a little bit of the foot. So I'm excited because I've started calculating like how many trips on the bus this is going to take for my commute. And then I think about once a week I trade it into my nightly knitting so I can just get a jump of more progress on it. But it's knitting really fast on the bus. I've been happy with it.
Sorry,
I was doing the math, yeah.
No, but no, the math doesn't crack me up so much as like, well, and then I'll work it into my night knitting. The problems with polygamy, I tell you.
Yes, this is true.
You have to cycle things in.
I know. No chance of getting bored, though. Really. And then, of course, the pontoon. I divided.
Look at that sleeve. Go-go gadget top part.
Yes. And then I started to do some waist shaping, but I am doing it on camera, and that is always wrong. I was reading the pattern, and it said increases, and so I started increasing, and then I was like, nuh-uh, you don't increase as your first waist shaping. Decrease. So, I'm tinking right now.
Is that what you're doing?
Yep. Tinking. And then, nothing else has gotten worked on. The socks made a lot of progress. I got a lot of these, littler things on and off the needles right away. And then I have my secret swap knitting. So, but I feel like I made a big jump in progress on my sweater. So I'm excited about that.
As well you should.
And then the socks also, because I feel the pressures to get more socks done. Now, not to the I'm a Giver thread or the, sock classifieds, but my son came down this morning and said, these socks don't fit me anymore. Allow me to demonstrate. And yes, he talks like that. And he goes like this. And, and you're like, yep, I see. They don't fit you anymore. So Lucy wore them to school, and I was like, it was a little warm today for wool socks, but okay.
They breathe, right?
Yeah. And then I was like, uh-oh, I gotta cast on socks for daughter, son, and husband soonly. And I have all these other sock obligations, so
she's a sock giver.
I'm thinking my socks that are the zombie barbecue will be another year before they get touched again, because I just have little to no interest to knit socks for myself right now. And so, the ones that are for me are just going to sit there. That's all there is to it.
My baby knit was my first unselfish knit in a while.
And you have more planned, so.
I do, indeed. Indeedly do.
But yeah, I only have the two that are, like super progress shown. Everything else has just been sitting. I've been spinning a lot.
Cool.
You don't see that.
Not often. If we recorded at your house, we would probably see more of it.
This is true. I don't really want to take apart what I'm working on to bring the bobbins.
Mm-hmm.
But I am almost done with something, so I can start a spin along with, and I have that item in enabling, so I'll talk about that.
Okay. I am currently working on the Austin hoodie for the Sun Valley Fibers knit along, out of her single ply. Superwash merino single ply, very similar to Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the intense colorway that I like to call blue Zinga Blue. I picked it up and have started working on the hood. So I'm getting hoodie with it. Na. And why yes, I do know that song. Na. We should mark this as we were talking about, like a goofy dancing highlight reel, and that just is an administrative headache. Like, we need some interns to.
Yep, we do. We need interns.
Interns to get us coffee and mark where we dance silly in episodes so that we can put a montage together.
Yeah, you get episodes 1 through 5. You get episodes 6 through 10.
Yes. And
then every time you see us dance and sing a little bit, mark the time.
Mark it. So yeah, once I get the hood done, I have a feeling that the sleeves are going to be a slog, because I don't think they're in pattern, if I remember correctly. They're
kind of boring.
Yeah, but
you're on your way to an intense garment.
An intensely beautiful garment, and then I'm kind of worried about the armholes, as I mentioned.
Yes.
They're a little vast.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Work a cap sleeve and then maybe do some things, and we'll see. But Austin hoodie. Bazinga Blue. I also have an off-air work in progress that is for the birthday kits. So,
yes, you do.
I do indeed. I have some fabulous test knitters knitting away on it, and that is decreasing my my desire to finish that one up because they're doing such an awesome job measuring and telling me, and I want to finish it because it's out of that really pretty yarn versus zombie yarn.
Yep.
But the siren song yarn versus zombie yarn. And then I'm kind of dangling, like, you know, rewards in front of myself. I really want to cast on Noodle. And I've got some Halloween fishnets that I want to cast on, which I did briefly during a doctor's appointment today. So yeah, I need to get this hood done, and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back and work on a sleeve, and then I'll do something else. And again, birthday weekend, I want to have that done so I can wear it.
Oh, okay.
And show it off to Miss Jeanette of Sun Valley Fibers. Yes. All right, we have entered the enabling section.
Okay.
Of our fine what? Segment.
Podcast. Our fine.
Segment slot.
For your viewing pleasure.
That sounds like a fabulous bag there.
Yeah.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
Okay.
Can I mention my stuff first?
Yeah. Just go for it. I'm
just kidding. My stuff is the stuff that's
joint.
Nobody sent us joints, mind you. We have joint.
It may seem like they have, but they have not.
That was like one of my favorite jokes when somebody was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get," you know, and I had to be a little older, but like, "We're gonna give you a joint present," and I was like, "Oh, really? Drugs, huh?" Ginny of the Absolute, or the Ginger. Did I say Ginny?
You did.
Ginger. She might go by Ginny.
Could be. Don't know. You'll have to tell us.
It's Ginger. Of Absolute Wonder. Sorry, Ginger. Sent us these fabulous bags. They are sweater sized. She's going to have an update with sweater size bags in it. And, you know, I have to...
A few of these sheep have given their fleece for the yarn inside, apparently.
It will fit my head inside. Yes, there are some naked sheep. And hers is black and mine is blue.
Mine's got a little bit different construction. I've got like a drawstring toppy with the...
So I don't have one of those.
But mine doesn't have pockets in them.
Yes, and mine has pockets.
And mine has a shiny, smooth lining for the fiber.
Ooh, it's a fiber bag.
But it's also nice and big for a sweater bag.
So I think I see that sheep's wool on the inside.
Oh, yes.
Well, at the yard.
She got me. I'm like, such a sucker. So
yeah, so thank you very much, Ginger, not Ginny. And go check out her sweater bags if you're interested. And she is also very generously adding to our September-October knit along of Sun Valley Fibers, and you'll get to pick out which color if you want black or blue. And I don't know if she'll do style or not, but she said that she will ship it directly to, so we don't have it, but it could be very similar to one of these.
Okay.
Excellent.
It was very nice, and I do enjoy this. I think that I will, put some fiber in here.
I can't believe you were looking.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I had to look.
And then she laughed. And then the little skein kit that we talked about last week came. Yay. The United States Postal Service did not fail us. It indeed arrived unscathed. And it's a very... What would be the words, the adjectives that I would use to describe it? It's very, there's a lot of touches and finishes to it that are really nice. So everything in the kit is very polished and nice. Amy and I had to have like a, what's the... Negotiation, but it was almost like a draft, like a fantasy football draft.
That's true.
Like, in the first spot, Megan put... So I'm getting the bag, and then we did not own the book, which is super cute. I could see my kids tiring of me reading it and it being a favorite of mine. Mommy, do we have to read that again? But there's very cute knit stitches all over in it. Just adorbs. Do you take your covers off your books? My kids.
Most of them end up that way, yes.
My kids, yeah. Anyway. They don't stay on very well, and then they don't end up with the book. So
yeah, I have a bunch that are in a pile, and I don't think that they've stayed in nice enough condition to go back on the book. So
yep. So I got the book, and then I got this super duper cool, very adorable custom made fabric. The inside, which it isn't necessarily reversible, although there aren't pockets. The drawstring would just be
on the inside.
On the inside. Look at those sweaters. Isn't that cute?
Very cool.
So cute. And then, yeah, the outside has a treehouse made out of knit stitches. And the ring says happiness on it. Happiness. Yeah, she just hit it out of the park. I really like it. And she's got as we mentioned last week, she's got the kits that have all of these things, the yarn, the stitch markers, the pattern, and the bag in them. And then she's got...
And the treat.
Yep, and the little treat. And then...
I spilled my markers.
And then she also has all of these things individually. So it's kind of a make your own, choose your own adventure.
And then the little stitch marker has this tree house, the little
There's actually
house.
two options. There's one with Annabelle, and then there's wearing a scarf. And then there's that one as well.
I like this one.
Yeah, and then you can also choose, if you order it individually, to have it in a tin or in that signature little glass bottle. Okay. Which you could just really easy peasy throw that into your knitting bag, and away you went. You'd have some pretty stitch markers.
Very cute. So here's the yarn. It's Jinx yarn, BFL sock, and this very beautiful blue and purple.
And that tells you how much I like the bag, if I rated the bag higher than...
Yeah, because it's BFL, and it's a blue purple.
BFL is my BFL.
I don't know if it was green, would it have been...
That might have put me on the top.
And then we have the pattern. And that's, again, from Lala Knits. So, yeah, I will be knitting these for my daughter, because it does come in a child size as well. So, that'll probably be cast on soonly.
Yep. That's one of the socks that needs to be knit, right?
Yeah, for my daughter. Yep. And since I've knit my daughter something more recently than my son, his socks will also have to be on the needles. So it'll probably be like a toe on sort of situation. Like everybody gets toes.
Did he have, does he do some accounting, some knitting accounting?
He would after today. When he tried on his socks and they didn't fit anymore, he'd be like, hey, why are you knitting socks for somebody else? You know?
I see that.
Yep. And, you know, the ones for my husband, he doesn't care, but I have Perry the Platypus self-striping yarn that he picked out. I'm like, oh, so on that. Want to knit those so badly. So, just to see what was going on. So that is that stuff.
And she still has those kits available, I believe, the last time I looked. So if you're interested, go head on over to littleskein.com, and again, we'll be, or littleskein.etsy.com is, I believe, the shop front. But yeah, we'll be knitting along. I need to choose some yarn to knit the pattern with, and yeah. I might be doing a kid's. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you forgot the most important part.
We have a wonderful kit to give away to you. And you won't have to split it with somebody. How nice will that be? Trust me, my cart has a few of the items in it, and I just have yet to go. I'm leaving things for people. I just keep telling myself.
Yeah, she's being generous.
I'm letting other people share the joy. I'll get to see some of it still. But we'll open a thread. I think we'll try to get that out again soonly. So probably next week, if not next week, the following week. So max 2 weeks, min 1 week to sign up. And the cue is, what is your favorite story that you would love to see translated into yarn, pattern, and fabric?
Yeah, so think like, oh, this kit is very beautiful, but what I really want is dot dot dot.
And it doesn't have to be a kid's story. It could be,
I just thought of one, and again, I don't know what you would do, right? Like, how would it translate? But Ready Player One just like shot into my head. I'm like, oh, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you would do for the fabric and it'd be a really interesting challenge for somebody.
Yeah, well, you would just have to go within like an overarching theme.
Yeah, like 8-bit. There's a lot of 8-bit mentioned because it's about early video games. I don't know. That'd be fun. And then
so we know what Amy's answer would be.
Yeah. I think that might be my answer. There's other ones, but they're more obscure and not like Ready Player One is like, I don't know, Tom Clancy or anything. Yeah. Which, by the way,
I'm still in like 2 to 4 year old daughter, like as my nightly reading with the kids. So yeah, we've got one that roll it, wheels so fat, roll it down to make it flat.
Easy Street.
Yep. Beat. I would love to see that translated into pattern, fabric, and yarn.
I wouldn't.
There was another one that was really cute that we got from the Imagination Library anyway, I'll remember it and I can talk about it some other time.
Yeah, there's like Raindrops.
Raindrop Plop.
Raindrop Pop. Funny thing about Raindrop Pop is that I always want to sing it. And my daughter's like, Mom, don't sing it. Same with Easy Street. Like, because certain parts of it, like you did,
Bring out the...
Yep. So anyway.
Pack it down before it's paid. Roll it. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, the one, the Raindrop Pop, I don't know why. That's like perfectly musical.
Yep.
To me.
Yes, it's almost, I don't know if it's iambic pentameter or if it's what it is, but it's got a beat to it. Beat.
Okay.
She's got a lot of fiber over there. Yo.
So this is part of my spin along. So this is from Boho Knitter Chick Spins. And this was in a lovely braid, but I've been prepping it because there's a spin along that runs through October, and then there's a knit along in November. So I wanted to get going on it so that I could do that.
It is October.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I got things to come off the wheel, and I just got it 2 days ago. So, or yesterday. I don't know. It hasn't been long.
And you're already prepping it.
Yep. And there's things on the wheel. And then the other thing I got, which I could put as the spin along, but I'm saving it.
Crunchy, crunchy.
Is, this is the bat. Does it have a name? That one was called Rooster. I don't think that this one has a name. Oh wait, name? Locked Up. So, it's very sparkly. It's going to make an amazing spin. I'm excited.
You should. Should be.
And then, I could not resist. Cloud Lover had done some Nightmare Before Christmas themed stuff, and this is based on Sally. Its name is Ragdoll. And I was just imagining what the end product would be, the yarn. So like I was like, oh, that's going to make a really neat yarn. And so I picked that up right away. This one's a merino nylon.
Was that the one that you
had?
Oh,
so this is superwash. All superwash. So I could do something cool with that.
Was that the one that was in your cart?
Yes.
If it was still there.
And it remains.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, I even forgot about it for a whole day. So it was, like, oh, the next morning if it's still there. No, it was even more time had gone by and it was still there. So, mine. And then last but certainly not least, a yarn acquisition from Leading Man Fiber Arts. And I don't know if you could guess the name of this colorway.
Envy?
No, it's not that green. It's Perfection. It is, I would say, Steve's favorite teal. Because it is his perfect color. At least that's what they wrote on the invoice. So the content, I forgot.
BFL.
Okay, it's 100% BFL. It doesn't look like it's washable.
It's a very generous skein.
Yes, it is 657 yards. And I think that's kind of what sold, besides the color, kind of what sold me on it. But I may be getting ready to do a custom order because that foliage, I'm starting to see people knit it up. And it's really cute. Just the way that it's pooling and going on people. I don't know.
What makes
one more hit on Instagram and not sold.
Yeah.
I want to get the showstopper, just the workhorse one with the 20% nylon in it. That's the one I want.
It's a nice base. All our base are.
And very squishy. So that is yeah, all the enabling, but yeah, that was a lot for me. I had ordered the spin along stuff a very long time ago. It was a pre-order, so I had been waiting on that stuff. But awesome.
I'm gonna taunt Amy with
yes, because I didn't get
taunt. Yes, she hasn't got hers yet. But I got the Dancing Dog Dye Works Baby Bacon and Delicious Mini, and I really like oh, it's pretty, and then you put the coordinating with it, and it's like pop pop,
bam,
bam, bazinga. It really brings out the green in it when you put it next to it. And so this is
true.
Or teal, not green. I guess green is kind of teal, but this is her 100% superwash twist sock. And I've been hoarding her stuff. I really need to use up some of the sock. Do it on possibly zeros. And this is her twist and shout.
Oh,
base.
this is the new base.
Twist and shout.
That's not waltz worsted, and it's a worsted.
This one?
Huh?
Yeah. Yep. But I really like, the colors are very autumnal. But they do also scream baby. Oh, look at that green part. Oh, I love it even more now.
I don't know that I would say they scream baby to me.
I don't know.
A very trendy, awesome baby.
Well, I think we're reinventing what baby means.
This is true.
I mean, I just knit a look at this coordinating.
True story.
Coordinating.
True story.
But it's Bacon Fairy, a dear friend. They came up with the design, the dye colorway inspiration on the nursery, I believe. So that, and they're both dear to my heart, so that made me want to get it even all the more. And I think that'd make a great monster. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, this is
Softy.
Yeah, I'm almost sad I didn't order the teal. I got I believe it's going to be this color here, the Bacon Bits.
The more pinky.
The pinky colorway. But I'll get mine and we'll see. Compare and contrast. I got the sock base though.
I'm a sucker for teal.
I think I looked at my stock, what I have of Dancing Dog Dye Works, and I was like, I have a bazillion waltz worsteds. So getting waltz worsted or the twist and shout was like, nah, maybe I'll go with the sock this time.
I'm so dying to tell you about all of the vendors that are going to be in our marketplace for the zombie knit apocalypse. I've transitioned, sorry.
Okay.
To second administration.
This is the end portion.
Yeah.
We talk about all of the...
My goodness, it's killing me. It's eating me on my side. I must tell you. I must. But we'll be announcing vendors soonly as contracts are signed, and That's exciting. We also started a wait list, a public wait list that is out on the Zombie Apocalypse. So if you are interested in attending, but have not yet secured a spot, as we have people contacting us and telling us that they may, no longer be able to come, we will be pulling people off of the top. It will be first come, first serve off of that list. So go put your name in if you're interested, and you get to choose your moniker on there.
Yes.
So there for a while there was Super Ninja 1234 because that was what I used as the tester, and I removed that from the top. And I hope to send out the private attendee list to all of the attendees here now that we're not adding to it daily. So if you're interested in who else will be attending, you will be able to see that in short order. What else? Amy and I are going to be putting together starting to assemble birthday kits because we have most of the content.
Yes.
Just some assembly required.
Yes. There's lots of little things to get done. Details.
Yep. And then hopefully this is a date to set a date. Hopefully by next week we'll know when we'll be shipping those out. Yeah. We'll have a better idea.
And then what did I want to say about? It was very strange to me to go to waitlist mode.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like surreal with there.
Yeah.
So we announced it, and then I think it took about 3 or 4 days after we released the episode for those last few spots to fill up, and then it's like, waitlist,
Yeah. We really want to be able to have it be accessible to all, but our time isn't limitless, and we have to keep a wrap on what we are able to handle. So just know that it wasn't our aim to have a wait list. We would want everyone to come that wanted to. So on that positive note, Amy gave me the idea that if you stuck around this far, maybe I could attach a video at the end here. So we'll see if that occurs. Otherwise, this whole part will be cut out. Or I can put it out in the thread, the episode thread.
Okay, good.
It's really cute. It is. My baby's doing cute things.
Bye.
Bye, Ufta.